I wanna say to you, my man, as your reverend, I want you to keep on keeping on. Victory is in sight. It may be so high you can't get over it. It's so wide you can't go around it. It's so deep you can't go under it. You got to go in the gate. I'm gonna tell you, in conclusion, he who sits on the red hot stove shall surely rise.
Thank you for taking the time to listen, to enjoy this podcast. I appreciate everybody that's taking the time out of their day just to listen to a piece of this knowledge that we spread through the dialogue on this show. Without anything less, you know we go straight into the poems of struggle. But like I said, send those in, send them in to my email so I can get them put onto the show. As far as support these black ventures, please support the film Birth of a Nation, Nate Parker. Birth of a Nation, Nate Parker. I'm going to keep saying the words until that film comes out in October. We really need to take heed and really understand what this brother's saying in this film. Please take a look in October, Birth of a Nation. As far as books, support my brother Kenyatta with the audio book that he has available on iTunes and YouTube. Everything that the brother's spreading is nothing but knowledge, and we need to really jump on that. The brother Kenyatta Griggs, just type that right into iTunes. The book is right available from there. As far as with the clothing, please support the brother Fig Side with the clothing coming out of Los Angeles. Give my brother a shot. He really needs everybody to stick together on this one with this Fig thing he got moving out there. I really respect the brother's movement. I respect what they doing in Los Angeles. Give that a shot. Without anything less, I'm going directly into my guest. His brother's been doing it for a minute, musically, street-wise, everything of that nature. I enjoy what I'm viewing, and I'm hoping with this dialogue me and him going to have is going to help a lot of people. Kwame Taylor, thank you for coming on the show.
What's up? What's up? What's going on, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you, brother. We got you real clear. Kwame.
Yeah, it's a little staticky and all that, but what's going on, man?
Ain't nothing, brother. Basically,
me, by the way.
Yup. Can you just give like a little basic history of your history in rap and just in Staten Island in general, Kwame, please?
Yeah, no doubt. Well, my name's Kwame Taylor, aka C Black. It's my alter ego. Well, coming from the rap perspective in Staten Island, I came out of prison and got introduced to the rap game by putting out a diss record at one of the top artists in Staten Island because he decided he wanted to diss me and put me in one of his whack-ass songs. And I just started rapping and blacking on these instrumentals people send to me from fans and all type of people. And that's how I got my entry into the rap game. Now, as far as in the rap game goes with all these other dudes, like, when they come to my borough, like, I listen to everybody, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people out here trying to get up in that spot right now, trying to get over this Wu-Tang hump we have, as far as nobody sounding nothing after them. There's a lot of talent out here in Staten Island, a lot of people with bars, a lot of songwriters, it's a lot of tough rappers. I can just keep going on, like, but, you know, there's always supposedly one that has to be at the top, which is me, C Black Controversy. That's how I'm feeling, you know what I'm saying? So, that's how I introduced the rap game from Staten Island to y'all. And as far as in my little history coming up, like, you know, another young dude coming from an urban environment, community, trying to find another way to make it out the hood and do something positive. You know, I got the movement called Hands Up Guns Down with a few people from West Brighton and Chuck and Nassim, Nazir. We got our movement going on because, you know, there's a lot of violence going on.
Exactly. Kwame, you ain't even got to go no further, brother, but we going to continue with the dialogue. But basically what you just said was just what the people needed, because this is what the show is about, bro. It's about keeping it in the 100. Everything that you spitting and everything you putting in your raps, even with the controversy you might have with another individual, because that's something that you and that man have to really see eye to eye on, because maybe it's something y'all could fix if a simple conversation was to be had, or even if the hands got to come up. I'd rather see that than you pulling out on each other. That's what's the amazing part of just having something like this, my brother, because maybe him hearing this show would then want him to make a phone call to you or talk to your people to get this situation ironed out, because at this climate we got right now, my brother, I don't want to see no more of my brothers beefing for nothing. It ain't about nothing no more, because it's genocide right now.
Too, not to cut you off, but that's another reason why I started rapping too, because a lot of things that I might want to do with action, I just speak with words. Because you know how they say sticks and stones could break your bones, but words should never hurt you, but they wind up do anyway. But a lot of times I release a lot of my anger through the booth, and I keep it in the booth. You know what I mean? I'm not one of them niggas, I'm not one of them dudes that are just trying to rap and beef with dudes, like, cause we on real nigga time right now. When you got beef, you don't go on social networks and phones and do stuff like that and start talking about your problem. You know what I'm saying? So throughout my little rap beef history, like, I don't really got beef with these dudes, but at the end of the day, we might have differences and we just handle it in a different and properly manner. You know what I mean? With no guns and violence got to be involved after it. You know what I mean? Because after anybody I dissed out, period, I ain't never have to fight or none of that stuff. So it's like, you know what I mean? There's other ways to beef with people without using weapons and violence.
Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying. Just from you saying that, brother, these little ones is listening to that because they looking at you as big bro. They looking at Kwame like, yo, oh my God, Kwame, he put that work in, he did this, he did that, because they look for those mythical legends to make themselves want to emulate that in the future. So they watching. So just from them hearing you having that kind of conversation, like, yo, even though I got a problem with that, brother, it could be squashed with some words. Maybe these little ones could pass that on. Because as the generations go down, brother, I'm in my mid-30s right now, so I seen it on the tail end. I grew up in Stapleton Projects, so basically I seen it progress from when it stopped being the guns to start being the razors to then go into the shooting. So it's like now these young boys don't know nothing about fighting no more. They don't know nothing about fist fighting in the hallway for 30 seconds and things of that nature. That shit is over. These little niggas don't know shit about that. So what they doing is like, yo, this dude violate me, I'm shooting them. So them just hearing you and respecting you as a big brother and you saying those things are gonna help this community, my brother.
No, let me enlighten you for 1 second though. You know what I mean? Let me give him a little back end of how I feel. Like all this going to pick up a gun shit. That shit is corny. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, let me tell you something. Like my name, I got my name off of fighting grown men at a young age. 16, running around fighting men that's 30, 24, coming from up north. I didn't even know what jail was at that time. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people respected me because I never backed down from people. Not because I was outside trying to take out people and murder people. I'm not into stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell a young dude in a heartbeat, like, if you don't let my rap get confused. I'm not no murderer. I don't shoot people. I don't do stuff in that nature. You know what I'm saying? I just know what music wants to hear. I know what sells. You know what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. Don't act like certain things that I say is not real life. It is. But a lot of things that art said is not always accurate and the truth, because a lot of times that stuff is artificial. And a lot of rappers rap about artificial shit. Because I could get into shit as far as in like these rappers on the radio. Y'all never been at Rikers Island. Y'all talking about, I like the bars. I hear y'all talking, yeah, my man was on a 6-minute call before they shot him. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't never been to Rikers Island. You don't know what it's like to see somebody get cut on a 6-minute phone call for real. You know what I mean? So when I talk about stuff like that, I can speak on that, and because I you know what I mean? Like, I don't just, my weight ain't just up on the streets, it's up in the jails too. Because in jail, there is no guns. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you gotta. So when my back is against the wall for Staten Island, when I'm in prison and out here, because they don't even understand when you go in them type of environments and them places, nobody respects Staten Island. You understand? So when you go in there, you gonna hear certain people that put on and certain people that don't. But nobody respects that. So you know what I mean? A lot of times people don't even know what they're getting themselves into when they pick up these weapons. But they got a nice bed and another cot, a meal for you, waiting. All that little gang shit and all that shit is corny. That shit is out the window. Gangs don't matter unless you're in prison nowadays. Everybody blood, everybody crit, all that shit is whack. All that shit, I don't get involved with none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I stick with the people I grew up with. I know that's the people I take pictures with. I don't even like taking pictures with dudes no more. I don't even like dapping people. Because it's like now you get put affiliated with this one. You affiliate. Yo, these young dudes got to wake up and pay attention to what's really going on. And stop worrying about a fucking weapon. That shit ain't going to help nothing. That shit is making the environment worse.
Kwame, yo, I swear to God, my brother, I don't really look. I told this brother on the last interview, when I speak to my brothers and I have a conversation with my brothers, I try to absorb them as much as possible. Honestly, brother, we the same dude of the same kind, and that's what's crazy to me. It's like, don't matter the generation, everything that you saying, it's like I really feel because I experienced it as well. And that's what's the saddest part, is that you really have these little differences that we have that might separate us. Like, oh, Kwame don't fuck with that nigga, but that's my nigga, so fuck Kwame. Not knowing that you a good dude at heart. And that's what's the hardest thing for people to understand, that yo, we really murdering each other and we have the same ideals. We have the same mindsets in a lot of ways, and we going and be like, yo, fuck Kwame, I'm gonna light this nigga up. And you like, bro, do you even understand what this man going through to survive? Do you see what you doing to survive? And that's what's the hardest part. So with your music, it could be very much enlightening to a lot of people. But Kwame, is there anything as far as like with your mixtapes and things like that you gonna start putting on the forefront, really pushing, my brother?
Yeah. Right now, I just like, I ain't gonna lie. I've been up all night, and I came up with the final idea for the project. So what I was thinking was, you gotta be, a lot of times they use how select just dropping a mixtape. So what I did was, I'm gonna drop a trilogy. Wow. And it's gonna be called Sign to the Streets, Fuck a Label, Part 1. Then I'm gonna come back with Sign to the Streets, Married to the Game, Part 2. Then I'm gonna drop Sign to the Streets, It's Bigger Than Nino Story, Part 3, and I'm gonna leave it like that. So I'm actually gonna drop 3 mixtapes. I have a photo shoot. I might drop a book with it too, because I gotta take a little vacation, so I got some time to sit down. Might write a with it. So I have a photo shoot this weekend, Saturday, so I can get the album cover and everything ready and rolling. And it's gonna be like a 33 song project, probably. Like, or no, 36, because every tape gonna have like 12 songs on it.
Wow.
Because I didn't want to flood them with 26 songs.
Exactly.
I got over 50. I got over 100 songs, but I just never dropped them. You know what I mean? Because I always wanted to. You never show your right hand with your left hand doing. You heard it.
Exactly.
Kevin Gates said. You know what I mean? So yeah, I got that coming. Like with next, all that should be ready and edited.
And the thing, on some real shit, Kwame, what you doing, brother, I'm not going to really hype it so much and make it crazy, because niggas will listen to this and be like, yo, you really riding this nigga. But I'm telling niggas what I feel. What I feel right now, like what I feel right now, bro, is that you have the energy of the G Unit back in the day. Like, you got that same energy now. Because it's like, if you really fuck with music like you supposed to fuck with music, you'll be doing what the fuck you supposed to do. That's how I feel. A lot of other niggas be like, nah, it's just some Staten Island nigga. Nigga don't sound like nothing. But on some real shit, just you as a person, who you are in general, and just what you could put into your music, that shit would be crazy, bro. And I'm just telling you that that's off the ordeal. Like, I'm not even trying to be on your shit like, oh, this nigga this or that.
Listen, like, remember I told you in the beginning, and by the way, I appreciate that too. But I told you in the beginning of the intro, man, we on real nigga time, man. Speak your mind, man. Like, we ain't doing nothing but practicing the First Amendment, and they say it's a freedom to speak. But say what you want. That's why a lot of times niggas get invited to Frank stands, and there's so much violence, and because people worry about the wrong shit, they confused with the media. You know what I'm saying? They rather wait for the new movie, the new NWA movie to come out, than to really go pick up a world history book and really listen to what and to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I don't even care for that. Like that, what another person thinks. You know what I mean? That's why my name is C Black. That's why I do what I do. I could dish you in a heartbeat. I could write a song for a fat bitch. I could write a love song for your mama. Like it don't really matter. Like, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you ain't saying nothing wrong, player. That's what more black all race need to do. Encourage each other more. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times it's because we all just look at each other as a shame, or we got to be doing better than each other. That's why there's no fucking unity. But you know, that's why my album the last one is going to be called "It's Bigger Than Me," though, because a lot of times, like, this shit was already installed. Like, you know what I mean? So there's much you can change with certain things that go on. But what I can do is try to make sure the youth don't go through the same tracks I went through. You know what I mean? But I wanted to tell you before we even wrap this up, though, that I want the borough to get ready, because you know I'm about to come at the game. I'm about to throw this record at the game. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. Because I don't like bullies. Yeah, I grew up on shit like that, and I don't like bullies, and that's how I learned how to fight. Somebody used to try to bully me in Mount Loretta, and I'm out whipping his ass in front of the man in school, and everybody stopped. Nobody fucked with me after that.
Nigga brought a Mount Loretta. God damn, Kwame, you bringing me back.
I told you we on real nigga time. Like, I understood cool. I didn't go to fucking Moore public school. I went to Mount Loretta. But I'm probably smarter than half of the kids that went to that school.
Thank you. That's the
half
sad
of these
part.
kids that because I'm self-educated. I don't go to no fucking classroom to get this information I'm giving. Like, you know what I mean? Certain shit that I'm saying ain't supposed to be said, but you know, when it comes to the community, it just some things just need to be brought out. You know what I mean? And you young kids out here, y'all need to just slow down a little bit. That's about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm no angel, don't get it twisted, but I know I can backtrack what I did for the last 8-9 months, and it sure wasn't no violence, no drug selling, no weapons, no nothing. The most I've been doing is throwing disc records, and that's a part of music, entertainment. You know what I mean? Because when I walk outside, my name is back to Kwame Taylor. When I walk in the booth, it's C Black. You know what I mean? So that's what a lot of times they see these little cheap Keef videos and they get all lit in the crib and got some weed and some lean. They think they motherfucking Scarface on the movie screen. You can't do that, Chad. You gotta chill. You got to be a little more careful. The streets is not the same. You have to be careful.
You so right.
Yo, for real, man. They got man.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
God.
But you know, it's always good to kick it like soccer with the brothers. But yeah, the game he gonna have to hear me out, man. Cause I'm not really jacking rappers, taking pictures of they shit and posting it on Instagram, and then you trying to fat a New York rapper. I ain't jacking that shit. I ain't on no West Coast and East Coast, but I'm just saying though, like if he think it's alright to just come at New York or anybody from in this tri-state and it's cool, and I feel like I can do it too then. You know what I mean? So watch out for that, because that's going to be That's going right back on the ooh shit. Meek did the ooh, Drake did the ooh, now C Black did the ooh.
There you
know
go.
what I'm saying? So yeah, that's gonna be big for me right now, and because I'm behind 97 too, so you know what I mean, like that's gonna be big right now. That might be the biggest buzz ever though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't looking for no buzz, but I just know what comes from the name.
Kwame,
you know
on some real shit, bro. Just on general, like, cause that's what this whole podcast thing is about. Is just helping black people in general, but it's also helping out Staten Island because it's a quiet borough. And you right, ain't nobody getting a lot of respect from Staten Island. Like I moved from East New York and we lived in Staten Island, and I was out there. Niggas didn't even know where the fuck I was at. They didn't even know that was a borough kind of shit. So it's like I understand fully what you saying in that context. So it's like, brother, I want you. You need that competition. Throw that shit out there and see what goes out there and see how that shit play out. Because at the end of the day, we got to do as much as we can to get our foot in the door. We cannot be dependent on Wu-Tang to save the day all day.
Nah, you know that. Shout out to them though, but nah, it's like it's a new ever going on, man. Like I fuck with all of them. Ghost, Math, Red. Shout out to Red, man. I mean, he definitely listened to one of my songs and gave me good feedback years ago. I mean, not years ago, like a year ago. Because you know, I just started with this music like in 2014. You know what I mean? So it's like I ain't got that much time in it, and I already gave myself an expiration date. Like as long as I'm on the street, I'm not waiting no 5 years to kick in no industry though. I could have been in the industry. You know what I mean? Because all you gotta, it's so easy. You just see a rapper and you smack him.
Exactly.
And then you go rap about it.
Exactly.
That ain't nothing, but that's not, it's just, I'm not with that type of stuff. That's playing another rubber, period. I'm not with shit like that. You know what I mean? So, like, when people do shit like this, when I see Game trying to pick on Meek Mill, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's corny. Like, pick on a nigga like me. I know how to fight, nigga.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? I ain't I ain't underweight either. Nigga, I'm 230 on the scale.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But I hit I hit like Mayweather a little bit. So, you know what I mean? Like I'm just saying like this is New York. Like I don't know. Like you know what I mean? I gotta shout out to my people in Cali and shit, but like I'm not with it.
You right, on some real shit. Like at the end of the day, bro, when you look at it, all the LA dudes that I actually talk to and things of that nature, they don't even fuck with him in general. Like he don't come around. The nigga's just somebody that's known to be in the hood. Like I'm not really gonna put it all out there, but at the end of the day, man, what you doing, Kwame, is needed because you right. It's like that bullying shit is corny, and at the end of the day, you gotta be fighting somebody in your weight class. The boy like 120 pounds. Like leave that boy alone.
But that's a fact. That's why I might just name the track "Stop Being a Bully," nigga.
Exactly.
Being a bully, cause and then you got a nigga like me, like I'm hungry. You know what I mean? So, and I hear you saying anything. You go on a radio station and say my name, I'm gonna throw another 96 balls at your dumb ass. Like, I mean, like we not with all that. Like, I'm not scared of you. Like, you know what I mean? I fear no man. Like, you know what I mean? That's another thing they gonna get to know when I touch that industry. Like, you know, I ain't with all that. Like, you know what I mean? Keep this perspective. Like, if New York learn to stick together, everybody would be like, you know what I mean? On Wu-Tang and all these other high rapid levels. And don't get it twisted. Like, you know what I mean? Like Meek and 50, my favorite rappers. And even though they disagree with each other. Those are my favorite rappers though, like, you know what I mean? So if Game was trying to come at fifth, I would do this shit. You know what I mean? And not because I just feel like, you know what I mean, like nigga, like he did that shit being corny. I wasn't even gonna say nothing, but being one of the LAPD released that statement saying that Meek was never a part of that and they never went to Game door and all that. I'm like, oh, he did that for a publicity stunt for his album. Alright, so fuck it.
Exactly.
Then he let his man throw a record. So I'm like, yo, fuck it, I could throw a record then. I'm not treating myself like I'm this underground rapper that's unheard of. Like I've been on 105, I've been on Hot 9, like nigga, I ain't no different from y'all nigga. Y'all niggas just a lot of them niggas got there because how they got there. A lot of them got plucked in their butt to get there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
A lot of them did other shit to get there, but it just ain't my time to get there yet. But I ain't, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't no different from y'all. So fuck that, nigga. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm feeling right now. I could come at niggas and stand out. I could come at your ass too, nigga.
Look at that. And that's what I say. I'm gonna be the person to say I interviewed Kwame Taylor before this nigga did the diss shit and everything else popped from there. So I could be like I was on the tail end of that shit.
Yo, that's a known fact. That's crazy because I don't got no interviews or no radios, no nothing. Because I feel like, you know what I mean? You got to be mentally and physically prepared to be up there. Like, a lot of people rush their time, and I'm not one of the type of people. You know what I mean? Like I'm not with all that type of stuff. So I just, like, humble, man. Humble. This is, like, really my first interview, podcast, radio, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't normally do this. You know what I mean? And then another thing is, too, I know my work. I know what I could generate. I know if I was to jump on the show with Fab or 50, I know what I can do with iTunes. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times I don't just do things. I don't just jump on anything for people. You know what I mean? Because I still got to get things like ass caps and DMIs. I got all that. I got that type of stuff. But I'm talking about like the stuff that comes with it. To like just having my name and everything registered and all that. Like I still don't have a lot of that shit done yet. So a lot of times I'll just be not even dealing with stuff like this yet. You know what I mean? So I find the right manager. So everything I'm doing, I'm in the hood grinding. Oh, shout out to my mentor. You know what I mean? Max Media. I think they got the fucking Staten Island in the frenzy, in the loop. You know what I mean? Just that a lot of people get shit twisted. Like, you know what I mean? We don't mix business with pleasure. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the plug, though, because he's definitely the plug.
Wow.
They can say what they want. You know what I mean? Then got me next to A Boogie, Remy, whatever. He's the plug. Just know that.
Exactly.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm keeping it 100, though, because a lot of people be trying to shit on my dogs. Like, I mean, you know, I'm not with that type of shit. Like, you can't shit on nobody in my camp. You shit on me, nigga, or anybody in my camp, we shitting back. We shitting on doorsteps. You know what I'm saying? Like Max really got me on my shit right now, I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, he got me going extra hard on beats. He even got people from radio stations calling me telling me to remix shit. I'm just going through a lot right now, you know what I mean? Like, a dramatic change over weeks. You know what I mean, with my life and what's going on in it. You know what I mean? So, but I'm right back, though. I'm right back.
Kwame, do you know how many dudes will follow you, though, my nigga? I don't really know if a lot of dudes understand how powerful they really are internally, how much niggas would really fuck with you. Like, just listening to you, bro, just trying to get this whole pod thing going and trying to get the interviews going, I could look at certain shit and be like, yo, alright, I ain't getting in contact with this nigga, fuck it, I move on to the next nigga. But it was just, when I watched the video of you having a situation with the bald cheddar bangs, and I watched that video of you, bro, I was like, I gotta get the interview. Like, I got to. That's just my mission. I was like, yo, I can't fuck with it. Like, you know how sometimes you be like, yo, I'm gonna slack off, and if I fuck with it, I fuck with it, if homie come back around. But I was like, no, you gotta be persistent, bro, because you don't know. This brother look like something about to come down. So, Kwame, please don't sit back, bro. Don't look at the situation like shit moving slow, the paper's slow over there. Well, I ain't got time for that shit. Son, it's going to happen. You have the energy to, a lot of people will fuck with you, even if it's not on a major level, on an independent level. Look at the boy Travis Scott. He making nothing but paper, and the motherfucker is not on no industry shit. So you have the availability for you, brother. You can do it, son.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you, man. I'm trying, man. Just many fucking haters, man. Yo, let me tell you, everybody from Staten Island listens to me. You understand? I don't care if it's from New York. I don't care if it's from New Brighton. It don't matter where you from. They hear me. They know who I am. I feel like it's bigger than Nino what's going on while nobody's being signed on Staten Island. And I'm keeping it 100. Like Fernando got the borough looking lit right now, but nobody mother is moved out the projects yet.
Wow. He hit it on
It's
the
been
head.
20 years.
He hit it on the
20
head.
years.
He hit it on the head. He hit it on the head. Damn.
20 years. I ain't seen nobody drive through the Lambo. Nobody's family. I don't see none of this shit. We all still out here. 20 years later, it's been about 10 because I'm 20. I'm 26 now. You know what I mean? When I was a little nigga at 10, Wu-Tang and them was just started popping off. I was living on Wave Street when Ava Rex, Ice, Jabot jeans was popping. Now 10 more years after that, our mothers are still out here on the motherfucking housing grounds. Regardless if they live in South Gates, it's still considered housing grounds.
Thank you.
A South Gates apartment does not mean nothing to a Donald Trump house.
Hell yeah.
You feel me? So I don't mean to offend nobody who lives in a loaf in Staten Island. No, it's bigger than that.
Thank
you know what I mean? I'm looking past that. This may go over some people's head, but like I said, we all still live in housing. And that's the bottom line.
Kwame, I always talk about that, bro. And me and you, we just vibing right now. So I apologize for the people because I know they listen and they be like, yo, Pre, this interview going long. But, bro, I'm vibing with the brothers, so I don't give a shit no more. But basically, Kwame, it's on some G shit where it's the slave mind, my bro. Where you pretty much have that same mindset to believe you can't have nothing good than what the hood can offer. Like I got my fucking Gucci shoes, I got my crib, I got something in the apartment, I got a nice little whip, I'm good money. So you start looking at that and saying that that's your fucking passion, like that's your fucking end time. But like you looking at like, yo, son, I want to fucking stun on some of these dudes that's really rich.
Let me tell you what it is. It's not even about that. It's just that I want some of that 1% water. I'm tired of drinking out these motherfucking pipelines. Like, you know what I mean? There's a bigger picture out here in this world. I'm not going to get into all of that. You know what I mean? Because like I told you from the beginning, some things is not needed to be mentioned. But where's that 1% water at, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wanna be where the 1% is at. Because at the end of the day, like, I didn't come into this world just to be average. I want to know what it's like on the other side. Now, I didn't say that I want to live like that or do the wickedness to get there, because you know what I mean. Like I read the Bible too, you know what I mean. And a lot of the shit that we're hip to is wickedness, you know what I mean. And that's another thing to get into, but we're not gonna do all that. I don't want to bore on these listeners and viewers, but I just want to know. I want to know what it feels like to be on that other side of the grass, like, you know what I mean. And you. Like, I don't know.
Son,
that's how I feel. Like,
Kwame,
I'm not just doing this.
You said it. No, you said it. You said
it.
Son, you going to experience it. So, and then when you do experience it, please, don't be one of them kind of niggas to just be like, yo, after seeing that shit, I'm good money, I could put my feet up and just start making paper and be quiet. We still need you to be Kwame. You still need to be yourself, and you still need to remain with your same mindset. Because you said you look up to the dudes that had the previous music, like a 50 and like a Meek. Look at these dudes. Yeah. They experienced life. They experienced the streets to the fullest level that the streets had to be experienced. Prison and everything else that comes with it, losses and gains and everything else. And now you see the benefits and the way that they're living right now, and how much everybody is having hatred toward those men. It's because they can't live like them. You can't have a person that has the street credibility and also the industry credibility. And that's what's hard for a lot of these niggas. But you gonna get it, Kwame. But is there anything you want to plug, my brother?
Yeah, man, just to all races, be safe out there, man. Man, just do you, man. Live your dream. Try to conquer it while you're here. God bless you, people. Stay away from guns. Stay in school. Leave the fightings and live videos off. Do your thing. Everything don't have to be violent. You know what I'm saying? And just live your life, man. I can't tell you too much. You know what I mean? I done took all the time up and gave you what was left on my brain because I've been up all night trying to get this mixtape right and get this game disc out. You know what I'm saying? So just know I'm working for the borough, myself, my family, and y'all.
Yo, Kwame, thank you so much for this, brother. We have to do this again. The vibes was just crazy. And as you progress with your career, anything you have to plug, anything you gotta put out, or anything you want me to put out on the show, please send me a message, brother. Like I always say, there's no fees for my people. There's no fees, no prices, no nothing. You tell me it's on there. Thank you, brother. You know
what you gotta do. If you when I'm done playing this record, that's how you gotta come get a live interview with me, like in person, so the people can see who I am.
Exactly. We gonna do that. We gotta do that as soon as possible. Kwame, thank you so much for the interview, my brother. Please be safe.
No doubt, man. Peace. God bless, man.
All right, brother. One love.